California's story is written in water, or the lack of it. The state's climate naturally swings between wet and dry years, but now we're seeing the rise of the mega-drought, decades of intense dryness. This puts immense pressure on cities, farms, and the natural world. Most Californians live in the arid south, while most water comes from the snowy north, moved by a vast system of aqueducts and dams. This system, built during wetter times, is now being tested by conditions it wasn't designed for. When rain and snow dwindle, the entire system is at risk, exposing our water vulnerability. Scientists studying tree rings have found that mega-droughts lasting decades have happened before, long before modern cities and agriculture. The difference now is scale. Over 39 million people depend on a water system built for a different era. The golden dream of California was built on the promise of abundant water, a promise nature can't always keep. As the climate warms, droughts are becoming more intense and frequent. We're not just facing another dry spell, we're confronting a fundamental shift in our environment. Our infrastructure, once a symbol of prosperity, is now a test of resilience. Understanding this history is the first step towards solutions for a drier future. We cannot take water for granted. The patterns of the past are no longer reliable guides. California's future depends on how we adapt to this new reality. The challenge is clear. Rethink our relationship with water. The time to act is now. Climate change is making California's droughts worse, right now. A warmer atmosphere acts like a giant sponge, pulling more moisture from soil, rivers, and reservoirs. Even with normal rainfall, higher temperatures mean more water is lost to evaporation. Reservoirs, the backbone of our water storage, lose billions of gallons to the sky each year. Droughts that once lasted 2 years now drain reservoirs much faster. Weather is also more extreme. We swing between long dry spells and sudden, intense storms. These weather whiplash events bring floods, but much of the water runs off too quickly to be captured. Drier soils and vegetation create a tinderbox, fueling larger, more destructive wildfires. After fires, rain brings erosion and mudslides, sending ash and debris into reservoirs and polluting our water supply. The landscape itself is changing: less water, more fire, and greater unpredictability. Managing water is now more difficult than ever. The rules have changed, and so must we. Our future depends on adapting to this new, thirstier world. Every drop counts more than ever. The Sierra Nevada snowpack is California's largest natural reservoir. It stores water in winter, then melts slowly to supply rivers and reservoirs in spring and summer, just when we need it most. Climate change is disrupting this balance. More winter precipitation falls as rain, not snow, running off quickly instead of being stored. The snow that does fall melts earlier and faster, causing rivers to run low by midsummer. This mismatch leaves farms and ecosystems stressed during the hottest months. The loss of snowpack also removes the albedo effect. Less white snow means more heat absorbed, which melts snow even faster. This creates a dangerous feedback loop. Warmer temperatures mean less snow, and less snow means even more warming. Our natural water storage is shrinking, and our built infrastructure is under strain. The timing and amount of water we receive are no longer predictable. California's water system is being rewired by climate change. We must find new ways to store and manage water. The old patterns are gone. The future depends on adaptation. California's history is marked by droughts, but the past decade has been different. The 20th century saw several major droughts, but they were seen as temporary crises. The 2012-2016 drought was a wake-up call: record heat, record low precipitation, and a near-zero snowpack. For the first time, our water system faced conditions it wasn't built for. The term mega-drought became part of our vocabulary. Another severe drought hit from 2020 to 2023, with reservoirs like Shasta and Oroville dropping to historic lows. Hydroelectric plants shut down, and bathtub rings marked the shrinking lakes. Droughts are now more frequent, intense, and prolonged. Wet years aren't enough to recharge our depleted groundwater. Each drought starts from a lower baseline, making recovery harder. We're not just facing isolated events, we're living in a new era of aridification. The challenge is ongoing. Our response must be too. Drought isn't abstract, it's personal. In cities, Water restrictions change daily routines and landscapes. Lawns turn brown, and water bills rise. In rural communities, especially the Central Valley, wells run dry, leaving families without running water. Trucked-in water becomes a lifeline, but it's costly and unsustainable. Water inequality deepens, turning drought into a social justice crisis. Agriculture, which uses 80% of managed water, faces impossible choices. Farmers must fallow fields, cut jobs, and watch economic losses ripple through communities. Many turn to groundwater pumping, but decades of overuse have caused land to sink, damaging infrastructure and reducing future water storage. We're depleting our savings to cover today's needs, leaving us more vulnerable to the next drought. The human cost is real: lost jobs, lost homes, and lost security. Drought exposes and deepens existing inequalities. Our response must address both water and justice. The stakes are high for everyone. The time for action is now. Our choices today shape tomorrow's reality. Drought pushes California's wildlife to the edge. Rivers shrink or dry up, leaving fish like salmon and steelhead unable to spawn. Wetlands vanish, crowding migratory birds into shrinking habitats and increasing disease risk. On land, less rain means less food for deer and elk, weakening the entire food web. Predators venture into cities searching for water, leading to more human-wildlife conflict. Wildfires fueled by dry conditions destroy habitats in hours. Slow-moving or specialized species face extinction. Even survivors return to barren landscapes, with recovery taking decades, if it happens at all. Drought leaves a permanent scar on California's natural heritage. Protecting wildlife means protecting water. The power to make a difference starts at home. Fixing leaks and upgrading to water-efficient appliances can save thousands of gallons a year. Only run dishwashers and washing machines with full loads. Outdoors, replace thirsty lawns with drought-tolerant native plants. Beautiful, low-maintenance, and water-wise. Many agencies offer rebates for these changes. Switch to drip irrigation and water early or late to reduce evaporation. Smart controllers adjust watering based on weather, maximizing every drop. Small changes add up across communities. Every drop saved helps our reservoirs and ecosystems. Water-wise choices are powerful statements for a sustainable future. We all have a role to play. Start today. Our future depends on it. Rethinking water means rethinking food. Urban farming, on rooftops, in backyards, and community gardens, brings food production closer to home. Hydroponics and aquaponics use a fraction of the water of traditional farming, recycling every drop. Community gardens build resilience, save water, and strengthen neighborhoods. These green spaces cool cities, absorb rainwater, and provide habitat for pollinators. Urban farming empowers people to control their food supply and appreciate the resources it takes to grow it. It's about more than food. It's about connection, education, and stewardship. Every city plot is a step towards sustainability. Urban farming is a powerful tool for a drier future. Let's grow together. Mega-droughts are a huge challenge, but not insurmountable. California's story is one of innovation and adaptation. Conservation works. Statewide water use has dropped even as the population has grown. We must keep pushing for efficiency and new technology in every sector. Large-scale solutions matter: recycling wastewater, capturing stormwater, and recharging groundwater. Science and smart policy must guide our choices. Securing our water future means building a culture of stewardship. Water connects us all, from mountains to cities, rivers to homes. Saving water helps our neighbors, our economy, and our natural world. The choices we make today will shape California's story for generations. Let's make it a story of resilience and hope. The future is in our hands.